What's going on, guys? I'm back today with another video. This is going to be a breakdown as to why markers are so important when it comes to Foley, when it comes to tracking your timeline, and when it comes to the little movements that really mean a lot when it comes to a scene with no dialogue, and why the atmosphere and these little tiny movements mean the world to a sound designer, a Foley artist, and their team. So I wanted to dive into this scene from A Quiet Place. I'm sure a lot of people have seen this movie, and I just wanted to give you my 2 cents and my breakdown as to how I kind of accomplished this scene. And without further ado, let's get right into the video. I just kind of want to explain what a marker is and why we're going to be using markers when it comes to sound design and Foley. Each of these blue markers here represent points on the timeline, okay? Different points where I need things to be happening for the rest of my team to understand the exact time stamp that it comes in. I wanted to dive into the scene where they're kind of walking. Each marker represents where I have a footstep. In this scene in particular, there are just, I think, over 300 footsteps that I ended up using. As I scroll down and you see more here, boom, 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 as well as here. Okay, so there's a lot going on. Each marker allows the team to collaborate more effectively and understand where these Foley recordings and these field recordings come into place. Okay, so I just wanted to go through here and show you a quick little scene. Now, when you recognize all these markers that are super close, a lot of the times this could mean that there are more than one subject in the camera on the scene. With this one in particular, you can see you have the husband, right, the wife, and the rest of the kids, and they're walking on these leaves, on the sand, on the sticks. Each marker represents where I need my footsteps to land. Okay, this is so important for me tracking the exact timeline. Okay. As we get further in here, more footsteps, we get to a bridge scene. And just on my workflow, when I did this, I actually didn't use markers on the rest of these just because in the moment that's not what I needed, because it's just myself working on it. But essentially markers allow you to just kind of track each aspect of where things need to land. Could be footsteps, could be gunshots, could be anything really. Even forest wind, right? The wind of the forest, ambient water streams, things like that. And just how crucial they are for the team to understand where things come into place. Okay. Now this scene has absolutely no dialogue, as you guys recall. Most of the stuff I show you is going to have absolutely no dialogue, which allows the soundscape artist and the Foley artist, the field recordist, really to effectively do their job and make sure that the surrounding ambience makes sense with what's going on the screen. I wanted to move further along here into kind of the drastic part. Right, so we have the sun in the background. His toy actually goes off in A Quiet Place, which is not good. If you've seen the movie, you know what I mean. And I just wanted to get into some of the automation that I use as well. So I have a lot of growls, I have a lot of swells, I have some intense drones that come into play, some cracking brass that also comes in. My brother Trap Superfly, he also helped me out a lot with some of the score that came into this. We have these footsteps here from John Krasinski that, you know, they start loud as you're close to the wife and the camera's real close, and as he kind of runs off, they tend to be a bit quieter. And I can actually raise this up quite a bit here. And I have the drones kind of eliminating a lot of the footsteps, but nonetheless they're still there. As we get further along, some more footsteps here. Okay, and so each of these are kind of brought to a level that I thought made sense, because each footstep's not going to hit the exact same. A lot of the time they're going to hit at different points and different velocities, just based on how the actor is moving and how the actor is running. With body weight, the way the weight's transferred onto the ground. I got to bring the volume up on this, and especially pan this actually over to the right. And this is going to be some of the sounds of the organic kind of vegetation, the leaves, the trees kind of being brushed back by this monster. Which I thought was super, super cool. Even these, we can bring these up quite a bit. You can hear them just absolutely horrifically just creeping along in the woods. And really, I wanted to show you kind of the end result of it all, and kind of more footsteps and some of the fighting noises, but just gonna fade that in, fade that out. Just like that, which will fit with the whole rest of the audio that goes into it. And in here we have some crunches, some deep impacts, a vocal one shot, slices, body impact, the blood of the body impact impale. Just absolutely brutal to see this type of stuff, and I want the audience to feel the same way when it comes to that. And I want to bring these slices up too, just like that. More importantly, that's how markers can be so important, is each of these little scenes that you have, each of these little moments where things need to happen, markers can be used to put in place to know exactly where on the timeline you need it to happen. For me, it helps to keep things very, very organized, and if hopefully I get a team one day to have this make sense to them, to organize our workflow. But yeah, that's kind of the gist. It's kind of a short video, but I just wanted to show you guys that. Thank you so much again for all the support. It means the world to me, and I love doing this stuff. I want you guys to give me recommendations on stuff you want to see, and any questions you can always drop them in the comments. And if there's anything else you guys want to know, feel free to DM me and reach out. And I'll see you guys on the next video. Thank you so much for tuning in, and have a great rest of your weekend. Peace.